Hey you guys, it's Patrice with Trinity Boutique. Back with another tutorial. So today I just wanted to show you how I create my bows that I make for my door hangers. Today I have three different kinds of ribbon. I've measured these strands out to be about 16 inches long. So the first thing you want to do is you want to take one end of the first piece of ribbon, fold it down about a quarter of a way to halfway, pinch it in the middle, and then you want to bunch it and put it in the opposite hand. So you want to go through and do this for each individual strand of ribbon that you have. Generally, you use about 3 to 4 different types of ribbon. It pretty much just depends on how big you want your bow to be, how long you want your strands to be. It's really a free for all kind of thing. So it really just depends on the look that you're aiming for. There's no general rule about how to do this. This is just one way that I have found to be easier for me. It's really simple, especially once you get the technique down pat. And you can pretty much use this type of bow for anything. I normally use them for door hangers. You can use them for a wreath. You can use this type of bow for a welcome sign. Of course, you may want to do like a smaller kind of bow, but you can still use this same technique for a variety of different things. It just depends on, like I said before, the look that you're aiming for. So while you're bunching these, you want to kind of keep them all in the same direction, and you just go throughout the different strands and you create a pattern. So each time you're going to use a different ribbon. You don't want to put two of the same colors back to back. It just helps to give it more of a better look once your bow is complete. I normally use about 3 to 4 different strands, but sometimes I may start to build build my bow and notice that the bow is a little bit thicker. Sometimes you may not need as many strands if you have thicker ribbon, such as this burlap, chevron burlap that I'm using. It's on the thicker side. So I did end up not using 3 of the strands that I had originally cut out. So once we are done, you can just go in with a pipe cleaner, or you can use twist ties. It really just depends on what works better for you. Pipe cleaners generally work better for me. So you want to get it as tight as you can wrapped around, and then you just twist it until you feel like it's secure, nice and secure. And then you just go in and you want to cut off these end pieces. And after you cut out those pieces, what I do is just generally continue to wrap those ends until those are done. And I just push it up against the side. Now we want to start fanning out the tails of the ribbon. I did find that since the chevron ribbon that I'm using is a little bit thicker, it was a little bit hard to maneuver just to kind of get it where I wanted it to be. So I was kind of struggling a little bit, but eventually we will get there. So continue just by fanning out the ends of your ribbon. And once I'm done with that, I will be back to explain the rest of the process. Okay, so now that we have all of our strands fanned out, we want to go in with the top parts of the bow, and you want to place one in each hand, and you want to fan them out in a different direction from the other. And this helps to make your bow fuller, and you can just kind of adjust them as you go to figure out how you want to place them. So we're just going down the bow and we're just moving each portion in a different direction. And as you see, this turquoise burlap ribbon is giving me some fits, but sometimes you will run into those cases where you have thicker ribbon, it's harder to maneuver. Don't give up, don't get frustrated. Just work with it the best you can, because once you get it placed on whatever you're making it for, then you can kind of fluff it out a little bit more to your liking based on the look that you're trying to obtain. It is best that when you're making these types of bows that you use bow ribbon that has wire in it, because the wire is easier to shape. If you use like satin ribbon doesn't have any stiffness to it, so it will be harder for you to shape it. So next we're going to take the ends of your ribbon, you're going to fold them in half like so, and then you're going to cut them in a downward motion at an angle, and this is called dovetailing your ribbon. And this is what it should look like. So we're going to go throughout. We're going to take each end and we're going to apply the same process. So now that we are finished dovetailing our ends, you can go back in, you can fluff out the tails a little bit more, you can fluff the bow a little bit more. This is just the part of the process where you just add your finishing touch. This is about how your bow should look, and if it doesn't look like this, don't get upset. It does definitely takes a lot of practice. I definitely love how these colors come together. It will be a perfect addition to a fall door hanger that I have in store. If this video helps you, please give me a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. If you have any questions, please leave those in the comment section.